The only positivity Charlie gets in her life is from her fans that are instigating her negativity. They get satisfaction from her being mean. And because that's the only positive energy she gets, she's forced to then continue that bad behavior because that's the only surge of happiness that she has. I don't like this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am the Sovereign, and this is my court. If this is your first time in attendance, hello. Please consider hitting the subscribe button before you leave our kingdom. Lord, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Hasn't it? And you guys are probably sitting there like, oh, damn, Sovereign feeling petty today. Well, it's not that I'm feeling petty, even though, I mean, if I gotta do it, I gotta do it, right? I told you guys that I would be checking in and out with the haters periodically. Some of the, I don't know, dumber people in certain places seem to think that there was a point in time where I said I would never discuss the haters ever again. Please point me to the video where I ever said that, because I do staunchly remember making the promise twice that I would be checking in with the haters because I find them intensely fascinating. I mean, good Lord, the hypocrisy, the nonsense. And I thought that it would be fun to just take a stroll through the hater Twitterverse, because I don't exist over there. I don't know what they're up to, but a lot of you have been telling me, oh, you should see so-and-so's Twitter. Oh, you got to check Twitter. You need to be on Twitter. First of all, I am on Twitter. I'm just not on their side of Twitter because they have no lives. But I am finally going to take the fans at their advice and go check Twitter. I'm gonna go be nosy and check Twitter. And see, when I do stuff, I don't do stuff behind the scenes. When I have something to say, I'll say it to your face. I will do it directly in your face and check your Twitter on camera. And I thought it would just be a nice little fun, slightly petty video to do because you know what? Whatever, it's fine, it's fun, it's YouTube, right? And the first person we're starting with is Michael B. Petty. Michael B. Petty. Hey, Michael. Hey, do you guys remember, link above, by the way, the video in which I addressed Michael because Michael had made the request of me to not be included in my Hater Nation videos because he was like, oh, I haven't posted anything for over a year. I don't understand why anybody's talking about me in the videos when I am not a part of the current situation. But you over here flapping your gums on Twitter. Somebody make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. Imagine my surprise when I find out that Michael asked me and said I shouldn't be included in this conversation, but got the audacity, gall, and the gums to run his mouth on Twitter about these same people talking about I'm not involved. You have not shut up on Twitter these past years. So do you think you're only relevant when you post on YouTube? Meanwhile, you can talk mess about people on Twitter. If somebody was, oh, well, I didn't say anything about you on YouTube. If my name came out of your mouth in any scenario, how are you saying that's not relevant? Michael, and stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because I can hear your square ass Minecraft fingers plucking away at the keys, about to at me something on Twitter as if you know how to find the at symbol to begin with, because they ain't never, but they always had lots to say last year, right? Stop. Just stop, stop, stop. Because clearly I'm in a mood today. I'm in a mood today. Just let it go. Because I am on this Twitter account. Let's go through Michael B. Petty's Twitter. Let me hit this record button on my phone and go through this nonsense. Now, I will give it to Michael that he has a bit more of a life than other members of the hater community. Like, he talks about things that have nothing to do with Amber and Chantal. Thank God for him. He's living at doing something else other than being a hater, but I don't even understand why. I don't even understand why. Like, why? Why is Chantal so engaging to you guys? As I go through these Twitter accounts, can those of you who understand the nonsense, because I'm not going to take the time. You know I'm not. You know I'm not. Those of you who understand the nonsense, please let me know why the haters have such a hard-on for Chantal. I need to understand it because, like, Onision is a terrible person. But the people who go after Onision don't build their channels off of it. Like, I don't know anybody who's continuously making Onision videos to this day. I only see this type of behavior coming from the haters. So if you understand the haters' nonsense, please let me know in the comment section, like, educate me. I'm legitimately asking because I don't know, and I do not have the will to go find out myself. So please educate me in the comment section below. of why the haters are so intertwined, why they're so invested in Chantal's world and life. Educate me, please. I understand, like last year I did get on Chantal about doing racist stuff, but even I'm only gonna make one video about it. They've been going on for years. So just make it make sense for me, because I do want some sort of understanding and I ain't watching the videos. The amount of salad dressing Foodie Beauty just put onto that piece of lettuce. Why do you care? So okay, moving on. See, at least he does have some other things on his Twitter that's not Chantal. Foodie Beauty is vaping, THC, and driving now. I mean, we already knew this, but thanks for confirming it, sis. Like, is this the shit y'all are complaining about? Is this it? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it, and I want to get it. I want to understand the investment. Okay, let's keep going. Burger King doesn't have enough nasties to subdue Foodie Beauty right now. I don't even know what that is. I would end up on an episode of Snapped so fast if I had a roommate that did shit like this every day. Like, I just don't understand the investment. That's all. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Okay, this comment just snatched the last 5 remaining strands of hair off the top of Foodie Beauty's head. Like, I understand petty comments, but y'all just entirely too much. Okay, but at least Michael has a bit of a life, right? He posts about other stuff. I see, like, what, Beyonce and whatnot. For someone who's saying I'm not involved, though, for someone who's saying I'm not involved in the nonsense and the shenanigans, you over here clapping Charlie's cheeks a little bit too loudly to say that you're not involved, Michael. Because you know what? I gotta say, I'm a little jealous of Foodie Beauty. I'm a little jealous. Girl, to have this many people this thoroughly invested in your life, I have done some nonsense on YouTube. And I don't have people coming at me like this. We're like, regardless of if it's bad attention or good attention, okay? A fan is a fan. A fan is a fan. And I don't care what the haters have to say about it. If you know the brand name of clothing somebody wears, where they like to shop, what they like to buy, what they like to eat, their favorite recipes, if you can tell me, like, at what time during what year Chantal made this video eating what sandwich, like, that's a level of investment. That's a super fan. Because I know fans of Beyonce that can't break down Beyonce's meal plans. I know fans of Beyonce that, like, don't know her outfits the way that y'all know Foodie Beauty's outfits and hair and like, y'all are invested in her boyfriend, like what she's doing with her man. You are not gonna convince me that the Hater Nation is not Foodie Beauty's biggest super fans. And girl, Foodie Beauty, I know people say she's done things and I really don't know what, because I'm not invested. But I don't understand why she allows this to bother her, because I would be immensely flattered. I would be immensely flattered. I don't even understand how you consider this hating at this point. How are you going, oh, I can't stand Foodie Beauty. Like, shut up. Your lives revolve around this woman. Let me keep going. Here's 2 back-to-backs of her eating, one hand on the wheel, the other holding her food. I do that shit. Reading the chat and both eyes closed while driving at high speeds. Do I need to add you to my Facebook page, Michael? Because I have Facebook live streams of me doing it on a motorcycle at 100, at high speed limits. Okay, he over here and she's eating. Okay, I guess I didn't do it while eating, but damn, I've done live streams and read the chat while driving. Like, I can do that. Can you not do that? Like, you don't know how to multitask, Michael? Because I've seen you on live stream. Like, you sure as hell can run your mouth and hands at the same time while critiquing a woman. Like, you can multitask too, Michael. I don't see why it's so damn surprising. Foodie Beauty might be the world's most distracted driver ever. I mean, police officers have laptops in their car, but nobody says anything about it. Moving on, point of view, you are a Nashville chicken sandwich from Burger King. That's legitimately funny. That's actually funny. See, that's a good petty, like, picture. Because if somebody even did that to me, I would laugh. I would laugh. That's legitimately funny. I wouldn't even say that's not bullying. That's a legitimately funny joke. I'm gonna give you that one, Michael. That one's good. All right, I am now getting to the point where I am bored. But I do have to, like, I can at least give Michael the fact that he is interested in things that have nothing to do with Foodie Beauty. At least his realm of interest is diversified, that's healthy. His delusion of thinking he remains uninvolved in nonsense while running his mouth on a different platform is nonsensical. Let's just head over to Charlie, because I know that's what everybody wants to just view as Charlie. So let's just do that. What up, Charlie? Where's her thing? Charlie. Okay, I got her. Some of them I didn't have lined up. I'm going to try to do some more people, but I don't know what their Twitters are. But I'm sure I'll find their Twitters through Charlie's and Michael B. Petty's. All right, Charlie, first pinned tweet. Sometimes you have to teach people how to treat and respect you unapologetically. Wait, I gotta read it one more time. One more time. Sometimes you have to teach people how to treat and / or respect you unapologetically. Ooh, that is rich. Is that like a pinned comment note for Chantal? Is that your note to Chantal? Sometimes you have to teach people how to treat and respect you unapologetically. Chantal, Charlie got notes for you. Did you see? That has to be directed at Chantal, because I know you're not talking about people respecting you when your job on YouTube is to disrespect people. Do you guys understand now why I'm so fascinated by these people? Do you not? Because the cognitive dissonance is astounding. The disconnect over here. She pinned a tweet about motherfreaking respect. Okay, let me keep scrolling. Oh, it's about to get deep on this one. This Twitter account popped. Charlie, your Twitter's popping. Not for the reason you think, though. Just in case you don't want to sit through the whole hour and a half of farting, eating, and silence Chantal's most recent live stream. Girl, don't your live streams be like 4 hours? Because I've seen that Charlie has started to do live streams instead of making videos because, number one, she has to censor her comment section. Otherwise, it's a whole bunch of her fans calling her out on BS. Or it's her old fans telling her new fans all the BS that she's done in the past. Because even I'm getting comments as of this morning of her fans telling me I didn't know about Charlie's weight loss challenge. That's pretty gross. And like, yeah, Charlie doesn't want people to talk about that. Talking about most recent live stream, but she's doing live streams because that's the only way that she's actually like making money off of videos now. She makes more money doing a live stream through the super chats than AdSense. And she knows damn well I'm not watching the 4 hours. I can't get through 20 minutes. I am truthful about my lack of attention span, especially when it comes to the haters. Twitter, I can get through for a little bit because it's fleeting moments, but I can't sit through a video of Charlie. Lord have mercy. Current live stream is titled Loving Myself. Facepalm. Do you not understand the meaning of that, Charlie? I could understand your confusion. I have a video on some of that if it helps you. I think it'll help you. Here Charlie is booty clapping cheeks with Michael B. Petty. They just slapping each other on the butt, reposting stuff. That's cute. Alrighty there. I'm here to watch this buffalo. I'm not here to join the zoo with her. A quote by Charlie Gold. Charlie thinks she's not a part of the zoo, y'all. Oh, Charlie thinks she's not a part of the zoo. My court jester is funny. You know, as I'm sitting here going through this Twitter account, I'm gonna scroll back. Every single one of Charlie's Twitter posts is about Chantal. Like, I'm going through them. Chantal. Comment about Chantal. She retweeted somebody drawing a picture of her. She should try to emulate that picture. Chantal. Hold on. I'ma just scroll and try to find a spot where Charlie's not doing nonsense about Chantal. I'ma ignore the post of her retweeting her nonsense fans. What the hell? Nah, y'all are playing. This is unhealthy. Charlie, no. If this ain't proof for you guys, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Hold up now. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't even know what to say because it's so hard to believe. Charlie Gold's entire Twitter account is back to back. I'm talking like her entire Twitter breakdown is nothing but her talking about Chantal. Not her talking about her life, or experiences or what's happening in the world or incidents or scenarios outside of Haydur Nation. Girl, your entire Twitter account is Chantal. What are you doing? Like it's not, because I thought like it would be fun to just make fun of their Twitter nonsense, but I find it hard to even make fun of this because this is so unhealthy. If one of my girlfriends were talking about their boyfriend this much, I would be like, babe, you need to have something outside of this man. Like, you need to have a different part of your life that you're invested in other than this man. And I put it on my Twitter account one time. I'm like, I don't even remember I'll throw it up on the screen for my Twitter account, but something like, if all you have to talk about is like your enemies or something, this just proves that you have no other connections or relationships in your life. Like, it is very obvious that Charlie has nothing else in her life. You talk about nothing else, even on your Twitter, okay? Like, if Chantal and Amber are the backbone of your YouTube channel, which is your fault, dummy, but fine. For what reason are you only talking about these people on your Twitter? Do you have nothing? You have nothing. There is so much going on in the world. So much. And you have nothing to comment on other than the amount of freaking dressing that Chantal puts on a piece of lettuce. Like, babe. And the audacity of some of your fans to come into my comment section talking about Charlie's a proud black woman, all that stuff. Like, Charlie don't even. Like, I'm irritated myself. Even the thought that someone ever had the audacity to say that shit to me. Charlie has done content on nothing but these women trying to live their own lives. Not the struggles going on in the world or the plight of the black community or her own damn personal life that she doesn't have. She focuses all her attention on these people. Nothing. Even my channel is built off the pageant community. I still talk about other things. But if you go to my Twitter account, quite honestly, most of my tweets are not about pageant women. I listen to what's happening in the world and the deaths of major celebrities that I really were invested in, or what's going on in Afghanistan, or like, what the I thought it would be fun to just giggle at this nonsense, but this is like concerning behavior. Like, I'm pretty sure if you gave this to a psychologist, this is a level of obsession that is honestly kind of scary. How is this that nobody's seeing that? Have you guys not seen her Twitter account? Let me keep going. I'm getting so distracted because I thought this would be fun. Once again, I set myself up. Best live on the planet. Like, and then all you do is post like just mean stuff. That's another thing. When I have something negative to say about somebody, it's not just me poking fun or making lighthearted commentary about their looks or something. If I don't like someone, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Like, everybody at this point knows why I don't like Charlie. Even if this is your first video watching me, it's very obvious why I am doing what I'm doing. Because of the things that I'm saying and the things that I'm calling out on their Twitter account. Not the fact that they're obsessed with this woman. And shut up. Every single one of you can shut up. At me and shut up. At me and shut up. Because this is obsession. This is obsession. Okay? Charlie is living up Chantal's butthole. And quite honestly, Chantal, I don't know why you're mad about that. Let her be obsessed with you. Be flattered. Why are you not happy about that? But the fact that Charlie doesn't even realize how unhealthy this is, like she really truly seeks glory out of any negative feeling that this woman has. Do you not? I really thought that this was going to be funny, and now it's not funny. I thought it was going to be funny, and now I don't feel like laughing. Like, the scenario in Charlie's head is laughable. That is laughable. It actually is laughable. The fact that she doesn't see that she's a part of the zoo. The fact that she doesn't see her own hypocrisy. The fact that she doesn't see her own obsession. Like, a freaking therapist could point this out. What's also laughable is the amount of space that she leaves above her goddamn head just because she don't want to show her damn body. That is goddamn laughable. Everybody can see, Charlie. Everybody can see what you're doing. I hope you know that. But when you are taking delight in every instance of someone else's misfortune, that's just evil. You realize that, right? Like that's like legitimately evil. I understand if, you know, when karma happens to somebody, some of us are like, yeah, you deserve that. Like, yeah, there's one thing to appreciate karma. This isn't karma, because your entire mother freaking Twitter is Chantal after Chantal after Chantal after Chantal after Amber after Chantal. maybe I need to switch to somebody else's Twitter. I need to switch because this is a mental instability. Like this is a problem. This is a mental issue. I don't know anybody on YouTube that obsessives over someone they don't like the way Charlie obsesses over Chantal. You could go, because it's not like I'm making it up. Y'all could go look at her Twitter account and tell me I'm wrong. It's post after post after post of Chantal. Any and every little thing Chantal, everything Chantal. This woman has no life. None. Zero. Oh, okay. I think I found Young Dumb Honey Bun. I think this is her official account. All right. I haven't checked in on her. I checked in her a couple months ago. She is doing things outside of Chantal and Amber, which good for her. Live your life. Like, and some people seem to get upset with her, what they call arrogance. Now, there are times where even I would call her out on her arrogance, because there was one video I was going to shred her over the way she was talking to Amber as if she ain't got no sense. But then she went and started like taking down certain videos, and she started diversifying her content. And if I'm going to go to war, if I'm going to call somebody out, there's an actual purpose to it, not just me, you know, just being mean. Like, yeah, you'll piss me off, but usually if I'm going to go after somebody, there's a purpose to it. It's I'm advocating for a change in their behavior, but there is no purpose in me going after someone who's actively already changing their behavior. So I decided to let her slide. And then I went and checked in her channel, and she's doing things that aren't just being petty and mean. Not to say that she's not being petty and mean. I haven't watched her videos, but she is doing other things with her life than living in Amber's butt. So good for her. And I'm going through her Twitter account, and I haven't seen Amber pop up there. Oh, this is Chantal. Chantal popped up once. The first thing that I'm seeing Young Dumb Honey Bun post about Chantal is she reminds me of a horrible teacher who traumatizes children and loves power too much. I can't be mad at that or say that that's being mean, because she's not going after Chantal or her looks. Like, she's going after whatever behavior Chantal is displaying, which is fair game. So all right, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's not a problem. Here's another one about Chantal. Me, when I got my extensions taken out and my natural hair looks like a rat's ass. Legitimately, that's funny. And that's a type of like lighthearted joke that you could pretty much make to anybody who had a bad hair day. That's not necessarily mean. So like I said, I could take a joke. Even when people make fun of me, like, I get it and I'll laugh at it too. From what I'm seeing now, I'm not saying that she's the best person, because I know a lot of you don't like her, but from what I'm seeing, she's not on the level of Charlie. So what I'm seeing from Young Dumb Honey Bun's Twitter is that she has a life to live. She has other interests besides living in between the cheeks of Amber and Chantal, which is good for her. There are tweets about the people she talks about on her YouTube channel, which is expected because they're major topics for her channel. But it seems like she has more directed her attention to the behavioral things about Amber and Chantal that she doesn't like. Apart from maybe taking a jab here or there on lighthearted commentary, she's not over here calling people donkeys, whales, and pigs. I haven't watched any of the videos of Young Dumb Honey Bun in a long while. But from what I have seen and checked up on, she's not bashing. She's actually gotten to the point where she's able to have a conversation about what she truly doesn't like about these women, removed from making fun of their farts or their eating habits or their hair or something. Like, she seems to have developed. And as soon as I'm trying to find Emperor Palpatine. I'm trying to get to you, Callie girl. Where you at? Because I want to see what you up to too. Found her. I found her. I wanted to see how Callie was doing, okay? I love Emperor Palpatine over here. I love me some Emperor Palpatine. I haven't watched her videos either, but I did check up on her. And it seems like she has gone the route, same as Young Dumb Honey Bun, where she will have commentary about the actions of Chantal and why she doesn't agree with those actions. And she'll make lighthearted jokes, but she's not doing the nastiness that like Charlie will do. Michael seems to every now and then get dragged in by his balls into the freaking mud with Charlie. Luckily for Callie, she seems to have developed a life, and congratulations, girl. Apparently Callie is engaged, and this is what happens when a woman is living her own damn life. When a woman is taking time to live her own damn life, this is what happens. Good for you, Callie. Charlie, take notes. You can, like, look, Callie is demonstrating how to do the damn thing. And quite honestly, if I could make a whole video on why Callie should be the queen of the haters and not Charlie. Not Charlie. And quite honestly, if it wasn't for the fitness YouTubers that uplifted Charlie, Callie would be the queen of the haters. She does have some quality issues that can be adjusted and addressed. But quite honestly, if there was a woman that was going to carry, or even not even just a woman, a person that was going to carry the Hater Nation and the hater brand, it would be Callie, because Callie actually has a personality. I'm not untruthful. I tell the truth regardless of how I feel about you. Callie has a personality. Callie can be funny. Callie has more to say than just being mean. So in the grand scheme of things, Callie has the ability to overpower Charlie when it comes to quality content, because she actually has something to say and she can actually be entertaining to watch when she's not being a complete asshole, which it doesn't seem like she's been for a while. But you guys know, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I haven't watched their videos. So for those of you who have watched videos, you're keeping up with these people, let me know if I'm wrong. I may be wrong. Callie may have dropped a video as I'm talking, calling Chantal all types of elephant whales and whatnot. But from what I've seen, when she speaks, she actually gives reason for why she's saying what she's saying, and she's not just being a jerk. On top of the fact that Callie over here living her damn life. Callie over here got an OnlyFans. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Make your bag, live your life, boo-boo. Show Charlie what she's supposed to be doing. Like, Callie seems to be thoroughly happy doing what she's doing. Receipts, rage, and regret. Now, honestly, I feel like if I wanted to understand why people didn't like Chantal, I probably would gain the most from Callie's videos, because she's not so devoted to just being mean. She will bring up what Chantal says and the contradiction between what Chantal says and all that stuff. Here come Michael popping up on Callie's thing. Y'all just love to ass pat each other, don't you? Why does Foodie Beauty insist on living like this? I mean, good question. I understand that this is their favorite reality TV show, so I'm not gonna be mad at little nitpicks like that. I mean, I still question the investment, but is that Emperor Palpatine in her classic hoodie? I love that black hoodie, Callie. Please play the theme song for me. Just do it once. I love it. Okay, so like I said, the other haters seem to have diversified their interest or are living lives outside of the hater community. Callie, you making me want to take back every nice thing I just said about you. You making me want to take it back. Why the hell you got Rich Lux's fake looking, clown self on your Twitter? Why, Callie? Callie, you are a black woman. Why is Rich Lux on your... You guys know how I feel about the dynamic, dangerous, disastrous, demonic trio that is Joffree Star and Shane Dawson and Rich Lux. Like, Callie, for what? For what? Like, I was like giving you compliments and stuff, and you still gonna prove that you ain't got no common sense over here. Got Rich Lux on you. Let me just go. Let me just not. Oh, okay. Like, I'm not gonna take back everything I said about her because she makes poor decisions. Done with this one. All right, I think I'm ready to head back to Charlie. I might regret this. I'm gonna just scroll. I'm just gonna scroll past some things. I'm just gonna scroll because I really thought that I would be like more so making fun of this nonsense, because truly it is nonsense. Like, at this point, I don't think Charlie really understands her own reason for the dislike of Chantal. Now, I did catch a clip of her in a live stream that said, you know, she was really upset that Chantal spread her docs, which you weren't that upset. You put it on t-shirts, babe. It's more so seeming like you're looking for an excuse to be mad at Chantal, because at this point, Chantal's your brand. Chantal and Amber, they're your brand. And if you suddenly became a good person, it would be to the detriment of your brand. Now, would Charlie really lose anything by suddenly becoming a nice person? No, because Charlie has less subscribers than she did last year. So it's like she's been bleeding for a year. She ain't gonna lose much of nothing. If anything, she'd gain. But as you've seen this past year, Charlie does not have the ability to stomach her own defeat. So for her to suddenly become a nice person and right her wrongs would be her own pride and ego taking a hit. And she has been unwilling to do that, as you have seen by her reaction to her losing her own challenge and not deleting her channel. Damn, I get that Chantal is Charlie's favorite person, favorite TV show, favorite pastime. I get that. I just don't get where the hate comes from. That's it. That's what I just don't get. Because like people hate Hitler, but I don't know anybody on YouTube who has a channel devoted to hating Hitler. I couldn't put that much, I don't know anybody that could put that type of energy and work into someone they truly like dislike. I did think that this would be more funny, but at this point, it's more of a concern. Tell me I'm wrong. How can I be wrong? Like, if anybody was this obsessed over anything, I would be like, this is unhealthy. Charlie has no life. Do you guys see her Twitter? She has no life. She has no love, no family, no interest, no hobbies, no nothing. How is this not unhealthy? I thought that this would be funny. And I do not take delight and pleasure in people's downfall, like not like this. Like if you get your karma, if you get your comeuppance, the fact that Charlie has less subscribers than she did last year, I find that very entertaining. I find that like so satisfying. And that's exactly how it should continue. That should be her trend. But her mental instability or this level of obsession is not something that I take joy in. That's actually very concerning. I really thought that this would be funny. I thought that I would laugh at her nonsense, or her hypocrisy, which that's very evident. But what I find truly concerning is her lack of a personal life, personal interests, and hobbies. Her life is empty. Based on everything that we see of Charlie, based on everything that we see of her YouTube channel, her Twitter, every time she opens her mouth, there's only one topic. Michael doesn't do this. Zachary doesn't do this. Life of a Free Spirit doesn't do this. Young Dumb Honey Bun doesn't do this. On Program something, she don't do this. I still don't know her damn channel name. They don't do that. Like they have issues as YouTubers that they can be called out on. I didn't realize that like this is distress. This is, I don't even know. This is unhealthy. This is unhealthy. And I really hope, like, I'm sure Charlie's going to be like, oh, well, you don't know what I do in my personal everyday life. In order for you to keep up with the amount of content that Chantal puts out, the length of her videos and live streams and all of this stuff that she's up to, her Twitter, her YouTube, every platform that she's on, you have to spend a considerable amount of your time doing that. And because you yourself have professed to get through every bit of content that she puts out, on top of the fact that you're keeping up with Amber, let's not forget that, it's very evident that you have nothing else in your life. Nothing. And I know that Charlie's probably like, I'm not even like going to make a joke about it. I'm sure that she's very hurt that she has struggled so thoroughly with her own weight loss to the point where she doesn't even want to be she doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to be called out on it because it's very obvious. This is how long ago did I start talking about Charlie? She looks no different. It's very obvious that she has very much failed in her ongoing struggle with her weight. And not to say that she can't succeed, but it doesn't really seem like she's trying. It seems like she's trying to distract herself from the fact that at least I'm not as bad as Amber and Chantal. At least my life isn't as messed up as their life is. Like she seems to be thoroughly happy using Chantal and Amber as a shield to her own mess in her own life. She's able to ignore her own life because she sees other people's lives are worse. So she's like, mine can't be that bad. I saw a clip of Charlie, talking about Chantal's stomach. And she's like, that double-decker stomach, like mine is huge, but it's not that. Like, girl, I could come out and say the same thing about you. Okay, the same thing. That's the thing when I call Charlie out on that all the time. The stuff you say about Chantal as if you're not in the same boat. Any average person can come out and say the same thing about you. So it makes no sense for you to be throwing those punches. But I'm really starting to come to terms with the fact that she's using this as a deterrent to distract her from her own state of life, which is likely bad. And that's why I'm finding myself unable to laugh at this or even roast her like the way that I normally would, because I find I'm empathetic and she's using this behavior to likely shield her own pain from what's happening in her world. And that's tragic. Like, I'm not even saying that as a joke. Like, that's sad. Her Twitter is sad. You have no interest, no hobbies, no nothing other than Chantal. Like, the state of this woman's life. I don't even like have the heart to continue going through this. Because I knew that Charlie was going through some things. Like, I knew based on her behavior, I knew. But now it's just so damn obvious. And I'm like, how is nobody else picking up on this? Now, this is not to say that there's any defense for Charlie's behavior or that you should take pity on her. Hell no. That behavior is not excused. Her behavior is not excused. She will remain one of my court jesters. Just right now, I don't even have the spirit to laugh at her. Eventually, I will, because it's Charlie and her behavior will likely remain unchanged. But the decrepit state that is her life has just now like hit me, like thoroughly hit me, because I don't think I fully encompassed how bad her life probably is based on her behavior. And I'm just now like on camera coming to terms with the pain that this woman probably has like behind the facade that she puts on. But the fact that she's unwilling to address it is also her fault. So no sympathy to you. I'm done. Y'all were right about her Twitter account. I give you that. Her Twitter is too much for me to handle. I'm tapping out. I can't handle it. It's not even just the nastiness. I don't think people understood the underlying suggestion of her Twitter account is that this woman has nothing in her life. Nothing. You can go to her Twitter and actually read through it. She has nothing else in her life. I don't think she watches anything else. I don't think she knows what's going on in the world. I don't think she watches the news or watches a TV show. I don't think she has a favorite TV show. She has nothing in her life. And it's sad. And this is a level that I'm not prepared to deal with. It's like ruining my mood. The reluctance that she has shown to let go of this negativity or to bring something positive in her life, I should have saw it sooner. But that level of reluctance now makes it clear to me that it's just because she doesn't have it. She truly doesn't have it. Like there is no positivity. The only positivity Charlie gets in her life is from her fans that are instigating her negativity. They get satisfaction from her being mean. And because that's the only positive energy she gets, she's forced to then continue that bad behavior because that's the only surge of happiness that she has. I don't like this. But someone, Charlie's friends, family, if she has it, like, this strikes me as a woman who doesn't have anybody to freaking hug her. This is sad. I don't know. Let me know what you have to say in the comment section. All right, bye.